What's up? My name is Darcy. This is Off the Dome, episode 12. And today we're going to talk about how to reset after anything, after rest, after vacation, after a break. I just came back from a short vacation, 2, 3 days, and it felt long. When you are enjoying life, new experiences, those moments feel a lot longer. Whereas if you're in the office every day, working every day, those moments feel faster because you're so used to doing those things every day. So the week flies by. But once you're on vacation, man, those days feel like months. 3 days and whoo. And that's why when you return, you're like, dang, it's been a long time since I've done any of this. How do I do this? You forget what to do. You get a little rusty. And that's never a bad thing because you chose to rest. Our body needs rest. If we're always working, we're going to burn out. We're not giving our chance the body to develop, to create new ideas because we're always on go mode. But if we're giving ourselves love, giving ourselves rest, we're able to take a step back, let some things go to create space for our body to continue to create new ideas. And obviously, we lost momentum. We were pushing, going all the way up, but we lost momentum. And remember, success does not have to be linear. There are times when maybe you need to take a step back. There are times we need to pause, and that's okay. We have to have faith. We have to trust that everything is working out in our favor. And when we get that rest, God is showing us that there's no need to rush. We're going to get there. But we need you to be okay right now for the future. And so I always think about this as we have to build the snowball effect again. We have to accept that these first days are going to be tough. But if we remember why we started, we remember that we are passionate about something, we have a goal to finish, we know we are chosen for something, that makes it a little bit easier to start, right? We have to build that momentum. We have to change. We have to do action. We have to build the courage to start again. Why? Because we love ourselves. If we know we're doing something that's going to be negative for us, that's fine. Remember, every timeline is already created. If you feel something that you want is there, it's there. You just have to put your attention towards it. And after traveling, after a break, we get a chance to have a clear mind. A lot of clutter is gone because we kind of cut off all the information. And when we come back, we understand, okay, now we have a clear mindset. Maybe we feel more refreshed, more relaxed, more excited to try new ideas, more energetic, more confident in what we need to do, more excited too. If you're excited to be back after vacation, excited to be back to work, that's a blessing. That means you love your job, you love what you're doing, you love your goals, your passion, and just be grateful that you're able to start again. So yeah, a lot of times you make excuses. Oh, I need a day more day to rest. Oh, okay. Don't be afraid to go back out there and fail on your first attempt. Don't be afraid to go out there and be lost, feel lost. Those first few days are going to be difficult because you took a break. Your body has to adapt and adjust again, has to build that momentum again, has to build that discipline again. And we need to be devoted. We have to choose every day to be present. Okay? And even if today is bad, okay, of course, you just started again. Tomorrow will be better. It can only get better. It can only get better. So please don't be afraid to fail. Understand that when you are making decisions, you have the ability to accept that you are human. Every time isn't going to be perfect. The only way we learn and grow is by getting outside of our comfort zone. So you should be excited that you took your rest. You should be grateful that you gave your body rest because maybe you felt comfortable just going up, 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 and you felt guilt about taking a break. You're like, no, I can't take a break. I can't lose my progress. Oh my God, what will happen? I'll start over. Sometimes you need to go touch grass. Sometimes you need to go see the trees to get a different perspective, to get some mindset, to give your body the chance to rest, to relax. So yes, the reset is extremely difficult, but we have to understand that our body is not a robot, it's not a machine, and our body works better with webs, ebbs and flows, with waves. And the ripple effect works that much better. If you do something small, it's going to affect something in the future. That's why it's always important to celebrate small moments, celebrate small attacks, because those small attacks will soon become bigger attacks. And it's a ripple effect. So, like I said, you're building momentum. Think about the ocean. Ocean is so big, we don't even understand how big the ocean is. Its depth, its volume, and waves are strong. You know, wind carries the waves, maybe the animals affect the waves, and it reaches all the way to the sand. But that could take days, that could take months, maybe it could take years, who knows? But we have to believe that we are doing the things we need to do for our future. We are staying present. We're not putting our attention on the past. We're putting our attention on what can we do right now in this moment to get back into that mindset. And yeah, you're gonna be nervous because it's like, man, what if I just relax? You know? But our body likes to be relaxed, and when we're relaxed, we can't really grow where we want to. You know, when we're learning how to figure out our nervous system, learning how to heal, yes, being relaxed is important. Healing is important. Being at rest is important. But we also have to accept that when we aren't willing to grow, when we aren't willing to change, our body is going to get complacent. And so that's why we have to be grateful that we have another chance to go out there and create something new, a chance to go out there and meet new people. And that's also why taking a rest and doing something different is also beneficial because you're getting out of your routine. You're telling your body to be uncomfortable even when you're traveling. You know, you might go to a new place, you might feel different. And that feeling can bring also motivation. Motivation to be like, man, that was a great trip. I want to travel more. But how are you going to travel more? Okay, creates this future for you by taking the right action steps to be able to travel more, to be able to rest more. Okay, instead of just being comfortable where you're at, which some people want, and that's okay. But I promise, if you're watching this, you are chosen. You are chosen to do so much more. You are chosen to be a way bigger person, to go way outside your comfort zone than you imagine. So I'll say that. Even making this video was a little bit tough after coming back from vacation, and that's okay. The point is, I tried. The point is, I did it, and the point is, tomorrow is going to be better. Why? Because I already started. Once you start, you have to keep going. Yeah, that's difficult, but hey, you started. That's the most important part. You did an action. Nothing comes to us. We have to create. We have to do, and we have to be devoted. So that's all I gotta say today. Off the dome. Next time I'm gonna see you, and we're gonna talk about some more things. But give it a like if you like this video. Give a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And yeah, until next time.